Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in or what time you watch this video. Today we're back with Ren. I know it's a little late, but things have been super busy. I'm honestly super exhausted, but new Ren video to watch with all of y'all, and I am very excited about that. So, without further ado, love you all. Let's jump right in, shall we? Let's go.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world.
Oh my god, I want to listen, but give me a second. I didn't realize we were going to get an opening with so much packed into it. We get this, this starting, instrumental. It's very soft, very faint, and it's almost like peaceful, right? Where we get this, shot of, there's so many things being said where it's all we came into this world with was nothing, and we're going to leave with nothing, because you can't take money with you, which is one of the things that I think many people forget. But then we get this part here that all we need is really food and clothing, right? Like these basic necessities. But look at the food; it's barely available. And we had a shot of forests on fire, which is an indicator towards climate change. And you think about that, and it comes back to food shortages. So it's that food that is supposed to be one of the necessities. That's kind of going. And then we get a comment on the clothing, because there's literally a brand name being sewn into this I don't know, shirt, whatever it is, this article of clothing. And it's yeah, it's a commodity, right? And it's been commercialized. And as a result, some people can't even afford clothing because it's so expensive, because people can make money off of it. And then as we get into listen to this transition in the music.
We have food and
we start to feel this tension build. Is it here? Yeah, perfect.
Content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people in.
And it's so perfect, because there's so much more going on now, so you don't feel that peace that you felt when it was so simple. And then beyond that, it's got this it sounds like it's supposed to be happy, but it's not. It almost sounds like a hollow happiness in the music itself, as we're talking about the fact that greed leads to these feelings of almost hollowing out yourself in order to get more money, leading you to your own ruin and destruction. And that's so clean. And it even says that it's like a snare, because really it is like a trap. That sense of pursuit of money becomes a trap, because you'll never have enough, no matter what you do, if money is all you focus on. God, we haven't even gotten to the song yet. Where are we? Oh my. And I love that pollution and climate change actually get kind of a nod here, because a lot of that is a result of us over commercializing everything. And oh, so good.
Pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun, cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet preach profit, and we follow when the scholar teach dishonor. That's a bit the pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock when we lose sight of living.
Hang on, holy, money makes the world go around is maybe one of my favorite lines, because it's money, the idea of money is what makes money, and that money makes the world go round. But think about it as well, is the people who have that money are the ones who are saying that more money should be made, and they are often the ones who get the biggest piece of that pie, and then they are the ones who go on to make more money as a result of others having to kind of follow the same rules and not getting the same cut. And so everyone else gets bled dry, while those who make money, and that money makes more money. God damn, that's a bar of a line. Holy smokes. And was it scholars teach was it I gotta go back and listen, because that was really good. I want to hear that one again too.
World go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun, cause an action to a thing is inspired hired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teaches dishonor, that's a bit the pill to swallow. The biggest bang. Scholar
teach dishonor, and like prophet teaches profit, and that goes back to Money Game, where like the idea that like this false prophets, or not even just Money Game, even Sick Boy Part 2 I think was the one that comes to mind, where he talks about the fact that profit is the new prophet, money is the new religion that many people follow and are corrupted by, because it's not a true soulful guided endeavor. It is a selfish guided endeavor, and if that's what you're preaching, you are preaching a false, like you're a false prophet, right? And then those who are educated and make more money and are scholars that tend to now take away from others because they dishonor the rules that are in place to kind of make sure that everybody gets a piece of the pie. Damn, bro, holy.
The pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock when we lose.
Yeah.
Live and let live. Forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, with the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a
bro, that's so fire. He's saying, yeah, you can have your tools to make money, but when you start misusing those tools and diving into the things that everyone else does to make that money through corrupted means, you are actually the one who is now spilling blood. And that's why he's saying those marbles that you have, they're stained with blood as a result of you taking what you should have done properly by using it as a crafting tool, but instead you're slicing through others to get to where you need to be. Holy
money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Brent, born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and
I told her.
Hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul, and there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me, because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. Releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes money.
Bro, this is such a banger. Oh my God. Okay, and I love that, like, he talks about the way that the world had changed his perspective, right? It chipped away at him. It chipped away at what he saw as the idealistic side of the world, right? The perfect things that could have been. It chipped away at that idea until he was left with a chip on his shoulder. And then he talks about how when his sister came into his life, then it kind of reminded him at how beautiful life can be. She was such a brilliant light. But that also goes back to the idea of, like, when we go think about, for Joe, when he did that song, light truly represents the impact that someone can have on your life. And so truly she shed this light, and it was so bright, and he tried to protect her. And it's so sad that he has to try to protect her by telling her about the horrors of the world, right? Just how corrupt it can be. And this is like probably at a younger age, and he himself feels like he has to be stone-hearted until that pressure turns him into a diamond, and then that will allow him to shine just as bright. But I love that he says that her wings are the fullest, right? Because again, it goes back to for Joe, where those who he thinks of as having wings are those he thinks support the world, like the people around them the most, and have the like brightest impact on those around them. And that's how he sees her, bro. That just tells you about his relationship with his sister and how he truly values her love and her kindness for others, which also brings me to that line, humankind. I got to go back to let me go back to listen to that, because that was a really solid bar. But I love just how he he kind of starts all this off with the talk about money, almost like that's how he's been thinking about it as a child, right? And how it's chipped away at him. But then slowly when his sister came into the picture, it's almost like then it reoriented his view of thinking, wait, no, it's not actually money. Even though money is important, it's the people that matter the most. And then the song actually shifts to also be about her, kind of like how his mindset shifted. And that's so clean. Oh my God. Let me go back to hear that line about mankind. I don't know where it was, but I'm going to go back a little bit.
Hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind.
Here.
Humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because
keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. And it's like, one, you are that humankind, right? So keep that kind heart kind is that humankind heart kind, because it's your heart. You are part of that humankind. But beyond that, that kindness can help shift the perspective of humankind, right? It is truly love and adoration that will help shift the mentality of humankind. And so he's saying with that kindness that you have, you can actually cause that transition, that domino effect. And that's actually what Ren is doing, right? He's trying to shift the narrative from being get everything that you can get to being focused on how you can, you know, be kind to others, treat others with love, live and let live, like he said at the start. And it is that truly like that perspective that if everyone can kind of embrace it, there can be a sort of progress and a sort of love that transcends beyond everything else, beyond money specifically and greed. And it's so beautiful. So keep that kind heart kind. And I just love that line. It's such a good line. Holy smokes. Okay. Where did I stop? I think it was when Queen Victoria was on the screen. I think it's around here.
Gang thug, drug money, blow. Money makes open case close.
Wait, no, I think I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back a little more.
I'm a stand tall because money makes money.
This is where it was.
The world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money, blow. Money makes open case close. Money blend up, make war, make ghosts. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just the concept. People
I love that. Yes,
tax
yes.
up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, eh. Money lies, money lies, money lies, eh.
Bro, money ties, like monetize. Oh my God. So money ties, like those ties that you have to money makes you monetize everything in the world. And I also love that one line he said where he said, money keeps open case closed. Cause like you can literally buy out like the judges and like buy out juries and stuff like that with the effect of money. And we see it all the time. People who are in power dodging out from persecution because they have sway and because they have money and because of corruption. And that's such a baller line to sneak in there. But that money ties is money ties monetize. Bro, that's fire. Oh my God. And I love that he kind of saves all this corruption that's possible for the last little bit to just remind us that, listen, if we don't change our ways, all of this continues. Oh my God. I'm gonna go back to listen to that whole thing. I'm so sorry. That was so baller.
Drug money, blow. Money makes open case close. Money bend up, make war, make ghosts. Money gives a poor man hope.
That too.
Saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just the concept. People are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, eh. Money lies,
what
money
a
lies,
baller
money
line.
lies, eh.
Okay, hang on. No people, no profit. Oh, that's baller. Like if there are no people, there's nothing to profit off of. But he's like profit is spelled Prophet. So if there's no one following those profits, like literally there's no people following those profits, then there won't be those profits. So if we all come together and like kind of come to that collective agreement where the collective is more important than the idea of like capitalism. And like, I don't mean like capitalism in the sense, like, again, I've talked about this before, where capitalism has done a lot of good, but it's at this toxicity point of capitalism where those who are in higher power seem to be the only ones making anything out of it. And he even mentions that in this, saying that the poor people end up being the one to pay taxes, while the people in the upper echelon end up being the ones making money from it. And that's such a true thought. And that goes back to the idea of it, money being a snare. And he even says, makes a poor man hopeful, because really it is a trap. It is a trap in the sense that once you start thinking that, okay, once I have enough money, I'll finally be able to get the things that I want. But you'll never have enough, because if money is your only focus, that means greed is at the center of your focus. And greed means that you always will look for more no matter what you do. So no matter how much money you have, whether you can buy planes, stadiums, countries, no matter what, if greed is all you have, then at the end, you'll still never feel fulfilled and never be happy. So even for those who are in the upper echelon, it's also a trap for them too, because it leaves you feeling hollowed out as well. Oh my God. I feel like this is such a, and it's in black and white too, almost like a representation of like, this one specific thing is truly black and white. You can see how corrupt it is, and there isn't really entirely a gray area, because the greed is a problem. That's definitive. And I love that we take that black and white tone for the video to put that out there as well, like visually as a cue. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if there's more to this. I'm so sorry. I paused so much. Even that visual of him walking down instead of going up speaks a lot, because it's like, when you think about the metaphorical aspect of that, if he used to step down back towards the people instead of up towards the upper echelon, kind of like we've been talking about the whole time, that says a lot, because amidst him now being the sick boy with more money, which still makes him sick, which is something that he still feels like the sick boy even with that money, which is something that he mentions, because he truly understands that money didn't change anything. That money, in fact, almost makes it more difficult to start to feel that general kindness for humankind, you know what I mean? Like his sister has. Bro, this was such a banger. Oh my God. And the beat was so fun. Like it was bouncy, and I really enjoyed it. But it was like also kind of like a call to arms kind of vibe to it. It's like you feel charged up and energized as you're listening to it. It's like the same energy I felt watching like Cujo, like the video for Cujo, but this felt more like a targeted towards a concept and an idea. And I do also really love, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot, I just want to get this out there. I do really love that he does mention that like money is just an idea, right? It is a social construct. It's not a real thing. It's just paper. But we have assigned it a value, and so as we've assigned it a value and all collectively agreed on it, we now have given it. Now it has a value amidst ourselves, but we can always take that away as long as we understand that we have to come to that point as a unit and say that money has caused so many problems. We got to get rid of the social construct. Now, again, there's a lot of issues that come up with that, but it is really important to think about that money is just an idea. So to let it tear us apart from the inside out is ridiculous. And that greed is ridiculous. Oh my God. Wow. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually just, it's just been crazy. This whole thing felt like metaphors on metaphors on metaphors. And that's one of the things I love about Ren's writing, is that there's always so much, and I'm sure I've missed a lot of stuff, but like this is the magic of Ren. When he thinks about how he wants to string together his music and his songs, everything is like double and triple meanings on top of meanings, and then also like hidden ideas, and it's so brilliant, and because all of it has purpose. Oh man, I'm gonna go back and watch the whole thing without stopping, because I feel like I want to do that at least once. If you don't want to, totally fair. I love you all. Make sure that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, and your year is better than your month. For those of you staying, let's run it back, because this was fantastic.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare,
I didn't even think
senseless and harmful desires that plunge
those who are rich are all alone
and destruction.
They're all on their own.
Money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of living, let live. Forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture.
I love
oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close.
I love that rundown too.
Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy.
I love that so much.
Money lies, ayy.
Bro, what an earworm, honestly. And it's so hard to make an earworm that like also has such a good message, truly. But Ren is so consistent at it, it's almost ridiculous. If I didn't see and hear it for myself, honestly, I might not believe it, because he's just so good at this. And I love that. Like that was such a cool thing to add for the ending little bit there. Oh, it's all so good, man. And something I thought about as we watched it again is he said, never let anyone make you feel like less of a treasure, because everyone else is busy treasuring money, and you don't have to be money to be a treasure. The true treasure is the love that you have for other people. So those people that think that they have the treasures, the money, they're wrong. The real treasure is that love that we share for each other. Oh my God, this right out of 10. Always, man. I hope that you enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed. This is going right on to my favorites playlist. I'll have to definitely listen to this over and over again, because this is just so damn good. Make sure that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, and your year is better than your month. Love you all, and I will see you on the next one.